Hello Internet, welcome back to Let's Have a Look At. First time I've updated this series in quite some time. Today, let's have a look at Divinity II, the Dragon Knight Saga. And let's just have a look here. Oop, graphics, okay. So I don't have the graphics on the best of settings. I'm not sure how well it runs, especially while recording, so I think this should be, oops, hold on. I think this should be, decent enough. Okay. The noise you're hearing is just me fumbling around trying to get, my speaker setup swapped over to the headphones. Should have done this beforehand, but too late now. I don't feel like restarting. Anyways, well, to my knowledge, this is a multi-platform venture, but given the extensive amount of options here and things that look like they're fairly high-tech features, I'd have to say, fortunately, this doesn't seem to have been a console port in the multi-platform world yet. Awesome. So I'm fairly excited to give this thing a go. I mean, well, this is enough to excite. Yeah, this alone is enough to excite me if I could speak right. Plus, the pictures and the description I saw. So let's have a go at it. Now, hopefully the game runs better than the menu, because even without recording, that menu was pretty damn chuggy. And I'm pretty sure it's not my computer failing to handle text-based menus. I mean, it's getting up there in years, but it ain't that bad. Ooh, cutscene here. There seems to be something wrong with the video playing engine. Getting a solid 30 frames. This is a pre-rendered cutscene, so it's not like my frame rate would really do much, but audio's a bit choppy. I'm not too fond of that, but graphically this cutscene looks nice. Glowing eyes. That's interesting. I hope the audio isn't choppy like this in the released version. Man, that's really annoying. Alright, so by the looks of it, we just chased away a wyvern. I believe you pronounce it that way. So let's just go with this, because that's an awesome name. Scarface beard. Alright, let's have a look here. Not many options, but that might be just because it's a demo. So, alright, that looks... Nah. Alright, that's closer to how my hair actually is, so let's just go with that. Alright, that seems fair enough.
I triggered something, but what?
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 Feel my wrath.
Feel my wrath!
Feel my wrath! Feel my wrath!
Oh, I don't feel too good.
Oh, I don't feel too good.
Alright. Whoa. Whoa!
I triggered something, but...
Okay, stop talking. Alright, that sounds like a good voice. More pre-rendered cutscenes with choppy audio. Really hope this isn't in the released version. In fact, I hope it's just some error with Fraps recording or something. Whoa! Airship. Well, the graphics in that pre-rendered cutscene didn't look all that well.
Here we are.
All that great.
Farglo. The place where our disciples become true dragon slayers.
Oh no.
And today, the honor is yours.
Alright. Oh, I'm liking this already. So what are my orders?
They are quite simple. Seek out the men and women who reside here and benefit from their knowledge. That may sound a bit vague, but don't worry. Farglo will explain itself.
What exactly will be going on in there?
You'll have to see for yourself. Don't be so apprehensive. You'll be fine.
If you say so, lady.
This is a momentous step in every Slayer's life, but few have fared badly afterwards.
So when we meet again, I shall finally be a real Slayer.
Not completely, no.
Damn.
After the initiation, we will head back to Rivertown, where the ritual will come to its conclusion. But let's talk about that on the Zeppelin when we head back, shall we?
You're not coming with me?
Though I should very much like to enter the village again, I am forbidden to do so. Only once in their lives may Dragon Slayers enter it, as disciples.
That was a pretty damn big rabbit in the background.
In any case, it would be imprudent to join you. This is a part of the journey each Slayer must walk alone. Good luck,
See you later,
Slayer.
Commander. End. Alright, I hope it's just my monitor not displaying it right. But this looks kind of like it's stretching the image outwards to get widescreen. Currently playing at 1280 by 720 because, well, I'm sure more people are willing to watch widescreen 720p than non-widescreen. Plus, okay, let's just run around here. Plus, you know, it's kind of standard for 720p to be widescreen. Alright. I've got cuirass, gauntlets, and leggings. Some sort of book. How about the skills? Ooh, summon undead? Summon ghost? Okay, that doesn't strike me as something that would logically go under the priest category, but okay. Mage. I cast magic missile. Fireball, whirlwind, rush attack. For we are the priests of the temple of Syrinx. Poison arrows, ranger surprise, bitch, mind read, and unarmed. Wait, what do either of these have to do with dragon slaying? Unless you're like trying to read the dragon's mind, which would be kind of cool actually. I arrived in Farglo, where I must undergo a ritual that will make me a real dragon slayer. Okay, so let's have a save there. Oh, I really do not like that cell shading effect that goes onto the world when you're in the menu. Anti-Dragon Zone. Seems discriminatory, but... Okay, so... I'm sure this game would look a lot better on max graphics, but... Unfortunately, my rig is not strong enough to handle
Takes you
that.
back, doesn't it? This place.
And it does. When I was a disciple, I stepped from the Zeppelin so nervous it made me nauseous.
I was alright until I first saw Toril. How he enjoyed it, too. Go on, then. Don't tarry. We haven't got all day, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pointless. I can just open it up with a tab. But anyways, yeah. During these gameplay segments, I'm getting like anywhere between 24 and 30 frames per second, which isn't ideal, but playable. Hello there.
Good luck in there, Slayer. The Zeppelin will be ready when you return.
Well, thank you, kind sir. No, wait, no. That's the Zeppelin. What am I doing? Okay, so let's wake up and actually do things right. Interesting. Hello there, rabbit. You can kick a rabbit. Unfortunately, its body just disappears. That's probably a console optimization, which would be unfortunate. Hey, another rabbit. Okay, drop down to 20. It's unfortunate enough, that's just my computer not being as powerful as it used to be. I suppose it is as powerful as it used to be, it's just not just not ideal for modern games. And by modern, I mean released in the past 2 years.
The disciple arrives. Let me bid you a fond welcome to Farglo.
I thank you for your welcome.
And I commend your patience. Most slayers loathe being referred to as a pupil.
Continue.
Such a belittling word, disciple is, wouldn't you say, for one who has since the age of 10 been groomed to become the elite of man's warriors. But don't you worry, you'll earn the title of Dragon Slayer soon enough.
How do I do that?
I presume Commander Rode has been rather cryptic about what you're supposed to do here, and I can't reveal much more. In fact, I have but one thing to add. Morgana is waiting by the waterfall. Find her, and the purpose of this day shall become crystal clear.
Alright, who is Morgana?
The Archmage. She's an intimidating woman, to be sure, but pleasant enough in her own way. Her laboratory is at the back of the village, next to the Divine Memorial Flame.
Who do I have to see besides Morgana?
Oh, several people, but she'll send you on your way after her part of the ritual. The others probably won't share more than a few words with you until they know you've visited Morgana.
Alright, well, tell me about the Divine Memorial Flame.
As the name says, it's a shrine that bears a flame in honor of the divine.
The bowl in which the flame was lit is held aloft by stone dragons. This design symbolizes the burden they carry on their shoulders, the guilt that was heaped upon them when they killed the divine.
I bid you a good day.
And you, Slayer.
End. Not sure I like the speaking animations. They seem a little over the top. Though I do like how the camera pans in the cutscenes. Reminds me of a... Haha. Reminds me of a better version of the original Dragon Age. Or Dragon Age Origins, I guess. Whoa! Her walk is jiggling about. I'm really hoping that's just... I'm really hoping that's just because my computer's chugging at this. As I said, it's a fair bit outdated, but I've said that about 100 times already, probably.
The door won't open.
Huh. That sucks. This jumping animation is just silly. I mean, I don't know how that animation got green-lighted. Hey, a chicken! Kill it!
Haven't seen you around here before. You must be that favorite of Rhodes we've been expecting.
I guess that's me.
I've heard good things about you. We should talk again later.
Well, I do like the speaking animation on the mouths, but... Ooh, loot. Ha! Alright then. Non-responsive, I'm not sure I like that. Hey, another chicken. Okay, so... Morgana. Where was she again? Back at the village next to the Divine Memorial Flame. Aha! So... Whoops. Just make sure I'm looking the right way. Yeah. I still have to say, some of the animations in this game is just ridiculous. Look at this running animation. Who runs by throwing their arms that far out to their sides?
No. To combine that brew with last night's herbal distillation
Who are you
might
talking
cause
to?
an implosion. Try it anyway. You can be so irresponsible sometimes.
Who are you talking to, lady?
That's easy for you to say. You can't die a second time.
Oh. That explains it. Well, fellas, you carry on holding that thing up. I'll be on my way.
Good to see you, disciple. I am Morgana.
Oh god, her eyes are
the
glowing too.
Archmage of Farglo.
You're hard to miss, Lady Morgana, the way everybody refers to you.
Oh, everybody makes a bit of a fuss when a soon-to-be Slayer arrives. We all have our fields of study and a good life to lead, but the village can get a tad dull now and again. But let's turn to the reason you are here. The ritual that will make you a true dragon slayer.
Alright, tell me about this ritual.
To be a slayer is to hate the dragon, but also to understand it. No other order in Revellon takes the old military adage, know your enemy, quite so seriously as the Academy does. To attain this goal, I will infuse you with the memories of dragons. It will make you understand their language, motives, powers, and weaknesses.
Well, wait a minute. If you understand their motives, doesn't that imply that you might not want to kill them anymore?
It will also color your eyes silver,
Oh.
the noted characteristic of the Slayer, which will enable you to see the spirits of the dead.
Oh. Funny, that doesn't look silver to me. That looks more like teal. But okay.
The ritual has a side effect, but nothing can be done about that.
Well, that side effect you mentioned, tell me about it.
The real drawback is this. The spell was not originally designed for the brain of a human, so to make place for it, you will lose your active knowledge of your years as a slayer. It's unpleasant, I realize that. But a slayer needs those dragon memories in order to operate.
You know, this is still confusing me a bit. Like, getting their memories, understanding their motives, and basically getting an insight into their entire culture. They still want to kill them after that? I mean, you'd think these would be used for something like trying to understand each other and, you know, try to live in peace.
The only comfort is that your powers still persist on a subconscious level, so you'll regain your skills rather quickly. Becoming a dragon slayer is a harsh occurrence, but you'll become one of Rivellon's greatest heroes.
What did you mean by a slayer needs those dragon memories to operate?
The memories not only give you more insight and knowledge than a man could absorb in a century of unbroken study, they also protect you from mind attacks the dragons perform. Without that, you'd be a puppet doing their bidding. But now, you have equal mental strength, so dominance in combat can be achieved.
So the silver eyes that Rhoda and the others have enables them to see the dead?
Quite so. You could call it a perk that comes with the power of the memories. Everyone can see the living dead, of course. Those poor souls that have fallen prey to necromancers.
Damn them.
But to see the ghosts of those long dead is a precious ability. and will prove useful more frequently than you may think.
Well, I suppose I am ready to receive the dragon memories.
Then prepare to become a dragon slayer.
Whoa! Oh God, my face! What did you do to my face?
And that's that. You might experience some dizziness for a while. Some disorientation, perhaps. The journey starts again, my friend. Your path is an empty page ready to be filled with tales of wonder, of adventure.
Of death.
But before you trot out of here in search of dragons and distinction, make sure you meet the veterans here. Alberic, Aravir, and Gawain know more about their trade than anyone you are likely to meet. And don't forget Isabel. The gift she will share with you, aside from the dragon memories, is the most prominent one you'll receive in Farglo.
Goodbye, Morgana.
Divine blessing, Slayer. The last ingredient needed to achieve the effect of luminosity still eludes me.
Maybe we could add some fireflies.
That might solve the brightness issue, but wouldn't exactly improve the taste.
What's the matter with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ah yes, there's that famous wit of his. Slayer, meet Toro.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So formal, yet relaxed. Most are chilled to the bone the first time they see a phantom.
Can't imagine why.
Most ghosts you'll meet are there because of unfinished business.
Ugh.
The strength of their will not to move on until that business is settled is what binds them to the material world. In my case, it was my passion for alchemy. I will not find tranquility until I have fathomed all its innermost enigmas. Could take a while still.
Where do the spirits of the departed normally go?
Why, the Hall of Echoes, of course. Don't tell me you've never heard of it.
It's a transitional place between our world and the next. Rumor has it your memories are eaten away so that you can enter the afterlife unburdened by the sorrows of this life.
An unnecessary precaution, if you ask me. I have mostly fond memories of my time in Rivellon.
Alright, talk to you later, Toro.
You know where to find me.
How is that medicine coming along?
General Luxurious shall soon feel like he was 20 again.
Yes, which is not such an appealing image, knowing his preferences.
What?
But he pays good money.
Preferences. Okay. Firing autosave, please be patient. Haha, water. Alright, let's carry on then. Time to kill a rabbit. And a chicken.
Another one to add to the collection.
Nope, can't kill a pig. That sucks. Huh. Hello there.
It soon became the popular slayer turned novice. So it goes. Remember, gold may be wealth, but silver is power.
Is that a French accent? Alright, I got myself a book. Die, you son of a bitch. Hey.
Don't mind me, Slayer. I just take care of the piggies here. Can't teach you no special magics.
So you're the local farm girl, are you?
Something like that. Me and my husband Tom were the Farglo's pig farmers.
What accent is that?
Oh, I'm the one doing the actual herding. He's more the town's cook. I like it that way because I enjoy the outdoors. And Tom, he just likes to stick close to the cask of ale in the kitchen.
Goodbye!
Bye, Slayer.
Well, hey, the game wanted me to yell it. Hello.
Haven't seen you around here before. Enjoy your time in Farglo.
I'll try. Hey, Amir. No thanks. No thanks. Not interested in your services. Let's get out of here. Hello there, Tom.
You have your silver eyes. Quite an ordeal it must be, absorbing all those dragon memories.
I guess I haven't really been able to see any of them. Oh, good, so I can't open it. In good impassioned tradition, this book expounds, basking in the light of the blinding halo that melts away every form of objectivity, the magnanimous deeds of the hero of heroes, the example of every warrior, the envy of every wizard, the tingle between every girl's legs. Lucian the Divine. Boy, that's blunt. Most are undeserving of such lavish praise, but not the savior of Revelon, who slew the demon of lies and battled tirelessly for the good of the world until a dragon knight, may hell befall the great betrayer, placed a dagger in his back. Tucked behind the leather binding in the back of the book is a small addendum that explains how the Divine adopted Damien, the root of evil that would later set in motion the Great War. But, as the text reads, all this information is hazy and inconclusive. Not as good as Morrowind books. You can't properly read them. Wait, can I open this? No, that just makes the frame rate drop by 10 points for a couple seconds. Locked. Ugh.
I see you have met Morgana. That means we can proceed. Do me a favor and think of something, anything, but don't speak aloud.
Well, I haven't really had enough of a good look at her, so I can't really choose that. That seems like the douchebag move, so let's go with this.
It's not uncommon to have feelings of anticipation and eagerness, or even fear, when one has yet to face a betrayer. Surprised? Surely you have heard of the gift of mind reading that dragon slayers possess. Maybe you have also wondered how they come by such an amazing ability.
I'm still confused as to exactly what accent these people are using. I mean, it kind of sounds like a faked British accent mixed with some other things, but haven't the slightest clue. Alright, just listening to the music a bit there. Alright, it sounds kind of synthesized, but this game probably doesn't have quite as big a budget as some other RPGs.
The answer is easy. I bequeath it to them.
Well, where did this unique ability come from?
It was a skill given to dragons only until a scroll was discovered that bore the spell. A slayer found it among the ruins of a dragon knight's citadel tower, and we have used it ever
Will
since.
you grant me the power of mind reading?
Of course. It is one of the reasons you are here. Now stand still and look into my eyes.
Really do not like this clarinet part. Seems very out of place. Oh god, my face! Ah! Stop doing that.
The secrets of all shall be revealed.
Let's mind read. It costs experience? You gotta be kidding me.
Nice try, but you can get out of my head now. Not even Morgana can read my mind. Be aware that strong minds are difficult to read and come at a cost. So you will have to work on your skills if you want to perfect this art. Fare thee well, Slayer.
Oops, forgot to read that out. But, You know, I can't imagine that armor to be very comfortable on all these females. It looks very tight. Huh, she doesn't have a shadow. What the hell, man? Alright. Gawain! What's up?
Your eyes shine brighter than they did before you came to Farglo, Slayer.
Well, of course. So, with whom do I have the honor?
Gawain's the name. Old Paladin of the Divine Order. My life has always been that of the blade. It is an art I will teach you, should you want me to.
Why should I follow the path of the warrior?
It is the noblest path a slayer can follow, and the most satisfying one. Each enemy is killed up close and personal. You can feel and taste the blood that comes with each victim. Study the skills that come with the territory, and you and your weapon of choice will become an unstoppable harbinger of death.
I should like to remember my melee skills. Melee skills. Damn it.
Excellent. I'll give you the warrior powers and a sword.
Yeah, definitely some sort of mix of accents, because the way he said warrior sounded Scottish, but everything else sounds like some other sort of a British accent. Not sure which region of England, so I'm just going with the blanket term of British, but that's beside the point. Let's continue.
Find Sonya. She provides the live targets around
Let's read
here.
his mind.
Only the Divine could read my thoughts, Slayer. And he didn't even have the dragon.
Damn it. Alright, time to kill more rabbits and chickens. Whoa! I have successfully completed the Farglo connection. I must choose my reward. Huh. Okay, which panel am I supposed to choose? Oh, okay. Well, money is always good, but experience is great. Yep, I'll take it. Hey, I've got a sword now. Should try not have that, you know, pulled on ready to go.
Look at you. Not a scar on your rosy skin. You're a newborn if ever I saw one.
Hey, I've always had the looks and I won't apologize for them.
Nor should you. But you'll soon find out they'll get battle-worn again pretty quickly. The best thing to do is to get back in the saddle as quickly as possible. Just say the word and I'll give you something to fight.
Alright. Better find out some things first. Why must I choose one of the three disciplines?
It's a good way to get started, to relearn moves and skills quickly. As you know, some swear by the sword, others by the bow, and still others by magic. But you were well versed in all three paths, so once you are out on missions, you can combine your skills as much as you like. The most important thing is defeating the enemy. How you do that is entirely up to you.
If I choose a discipline, is that choice final?
No, you can change disciplines as much as you like. Alberic, Aravir, and Gawain don't mind. But you can only have one of the discipline spells on you when you leave the village. Warrior, Wizard, or Ranger. Later you can train all three paths again if you like.
I'd like to do some training.
Very well. I'll summon you some goblins to carve up.
Oh joy. Alright then. Yes, yes game, I know this. I set the controls in the options menu. Come on. Whoa. This fella knows magic. God, that is loud. Ouch. Let's turn that down. That is painful. Just double check. I can't remember if I had a block button or not. Nope. I don't. Yes, apply them. Physics. Not liking this whole only one experience thing. Surely goblins that fight back should be worth more than rabbits and chickens. Hey, regenerating health between battles. Not the biggest fan of that, but it's slow and it's only between battles as far as I can tell, so I guess I'll let it slide as I get shot by a fireball. No! Ooh. Is that all? Yeah, I'd say so.
Someone has a new shine in the eyes.
And a frown on the face.
With good reason. It took me years to cast a decent fireball again.
Really? Took me but a few weeks. Then again, I have natural talent galore.
Sure you do. Then she just magically teleports to looking a different direction.
Back for more, are you? Always welcome, Slayer.
Well, since this is only a demo, that should suffice.
Slayer. Fare thee well, Slayer.
Okay. Gotta prepare the quick save. Okay, since I'm not blessed with a large amount of hard drive space on this computer, I'm gonna have to pause and start transferring files. It's almost been 40 minutes, so this will be a good breaking point for the current video anyways. So, see you when I get back.